Hi guys, it's me Karen and I've come to do a thank you happy mail. I was gifted this beautiful set of pencils by a very kind and wonderful subscriber. And I'm not going to mention names. I've decided that I will just say thank you to everybody who sent me something for Christmas. Now, this one came a little later than it was supposed to, but I wanted to thank her anyway. I've thanked her on messages already, so she knows that how much I appreciate her. Always have and always will, and I always keep her in my prayers also. So we have the skin pencils, both the light tones and dark tones. And on top of that, she has sent the Black Widow set, the Cobra set, and the Scorpion set. I just couldn't believe that when it all shows up at my door. So obviously these are empty. I have taken them out. And this one shows you the light tones here, minus my hair, and the dark tones here, and each one of these sets, which are empty here on the inside of the lid, will tell you what colors they are. Now, I had a fun time putting these in a pencil case. I had first taken out each set and thought I would be a silly person, because after hindsight, I should say, I put them in this book, which I put all my swatching in, and I put them in order of the Black Widow set, and then the next page I did in the Scorpion set. Those are their colors. And then the Cobras on this side. And then I did the dark skin tones and the light skin tones, so you can see all the colors, how they work on. This is extremely smooth paper. It is thicker than your copy paper, but not by much. It's not cardstock or anything. It's just a little thinner or thicker than your regular copy paper you put in your printer. And after I was finished, I looked at this and thought, how am I going to find any colors that go together? Because they're all kind of mishmashed throughout the book. So after about 5 seconds looking at that, because that's all it took me to go nuts, I went in to this book and I have them all put down color coordinated. I put all the sets together, but in this book I've labeled them as the Cobra, the Scorpion, and Black Widows in here. But I put them in kind of, from what I could see, there are a couple of these that are in a wrong spot and should be moved over, but it's not going to bother me near as much as that other page. My eyes are just soothed by looking at them in this color order. So we have the yellows, orange, pinks, reds, again to the browns, the greens, the blues, purples, some purple. This purple should be over here. I love that color. It's space. It should be on this side, but it got put over here. And of course the Cobra here could have been put over with the yellows and or the top of the greens or something. And Huntsman is a brown, so it could have been over here. But other than that, I thought I did okay. But I will figure out, and I'll probably know those pencils by heart because they're not where they belong, so that's okay. I just cracked up on half of the names that are on these pencils, like egg yolk. You know, some of these I don't know how to pronounce, so Cicadia, the Cicadia, I don't know what that is. We got candied pink, and I'm going to say it that way, although it has a Y in it. You know, some of these. We got Blood Diamond Rattlesnake, Aquarius. I mean, some of them are just cool named. Ladybug. You can just see I'm going to be coloring something, and I'm coloring this with Ladybug. But I mean, they're gorgeous colors, and they work really well in this book. This is like Create Space paper. It's a little smoother than that, I think, but they go lay down really nice with that. So I put them there. So I will show you what I did with all these pencils. Opening and closing these cases would be a problem also for me. So I decided they needed a home. So here they are in my Black Widow black case for these. If you're wondering about the words, it's the same as I've done on my other pencil cases that I have homes for. I have a Cricut machine, and I use a font. It's called Samantha Upright. You have to purchase that font. I believe it can run you anywhere between $25 and $17 American, US, I guess you should say. Then you have to download another program so you can get some swirlies that go with it. It's easy to put into your Cricut. This is white vinyl that is put on here. It has a sticky back, and you just set it through the Cricut. It cuts it out. You peel off the empty space, and then you just transfer it on. And that's how this is on there, and it's on there for good. It's going to stay there. So we're going to unzip this and show you how I set up all my pencils. Aren't they pretty? I mean, they're just pretty pencils. So I did them in that order. So we start with the yellows here and go to the oranges, and then from the oranges to the pinks to reds to browns. And then our next section I did with the greens, and then going into the blues. Then we have our white, our black, and then our grays, and then our purples. And they fit really nicely in this case. This particular case has 168 slots. So if you're wondering why there's a space in here, it's because I didn't want to butt them all up together. And since I do have extra slots, I can separate my greens, which is a nice amount. Blues were not that big, but you get blues and purples together, so I mean, they'll work. And then I have my reds and browns on this side. This is how I like to use them as colors, so you can do whatever you want. The purples were really pretty too. Then I did the skin tones, and what I did with the skin tones is I put them in numerical order. So it goes from 1 to 24. You can read on the pencils, all of the pencils are hexagonal, which is really cool too. They will not be rolling across my desk like some other brand I have that I always have a problem with dropping. My Prismacolors. They tell you that it's a skin dark or a skin light. So for that matter, it's not going to bother me that they're mixed up. I have not tried to color with these yet, so when I get to the point of finding a skin color combination, that will be put over here. The combination I like, another combination I like, it'll be mixed up. So the sections will be divided that way. I also have one more section in this case in case I need to. If I find a color combination in the greens that I really like, I will be sticking back here. Same with the blues and the purples and the reds, pinks, whatever. So I will have an area to put them. If I would have thought ahead, I would have done that with my Prismacolors, because I end up using little pouches like this that hold like for the Magical Dawn. This one's the Magical Dawn case. If I have like turquoises and blues that I like, I tend to leave them sitting on my desk instead of putting them in a case. So I think I'm going to have to get another one of these cases for my Prismacolors. Anyway, I just wanted to show you how I put those in my case here. I wish to thank that wonderful person again for this lovely gift. Get this close so I don't drop it when I move it. I will be doing a couple of pictures with the Black Widows coming up soon. I still have to do a couple other videos first though. So I will find a book and we will get working on these and a couple of other art supplies that I got over Christmas. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for this wonderful gift. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye now.